Picks! Week 1 of the NFL season is finally here. You know what that means? The Dallas Cowboys play football in a matter of hours. I can't believe I literally just said that. I'm going to throw up and be sick. We are finally here. The long offseason has finally ended, and we are ready to pick games. I don't know about you. I'm not wasting any time. Let me get straight into them. The Thursday night game. We have our heads. They're back here. Tampa Bay Buccaneers hosting the Dallas Cowboys. You want to hear something depressing?
Let's hear it.
This is the biggest spread of the week across the entire NFL.
Kind of insane.
I literally was shocked when I saw that, and then I was like, wow, that makes me really depressed.
Yeah, it's kind of disrespectful, but I guess I get it. You know, defending champs. Cowboys coming off a horrible season.
Question marks everywhere for the Cowboys. Buccaneers, pretty much the same exact team, and the consensus favorite, you would like to think, the repeat as champions. With that being said,
yeah, I mean, if you want me to start, I mean, you know where I am with this team.
This team being the Dallas Cowboys.
You're right. I'm gonna stay a little bit on the objective side here. I'm gonna pick Tampa Bay. The reason being, like we talked about, a little bit of question marks for the Cowboys. I'm gonna tell you though, watching Hard Knocks, man, that episode 5 got me pretty hype.
Didn't watch.
Dude, I like the energy of this team, man. I really do. I feel like we got a lot of those handsy-ass mindsets out of the team. I feel like we had a really good offseason. I really like the energy of this team. I like how Zeke's been a leader. I like how Dak's leading the boys. I like even some of the bottom roster handsy-ass mindsets out of the team. I feel like we had a really good offseason. I really like the energy of this team. I like how Zeke's been a leader. I like how Dak's leading the boys. I like even some of the bottom roster guys. I feel like they have good talent and good energy. The coaching staff, the new coaches that came in, I really like the energy of this team. I feel like we could surprise some people tonight. You know, if we lose by 3 or something in a close game, I'll be happy. But I'm gonna pick the Bucs to win. But I think I wouldn't be surprised if the Cowboys come out on fire and make some noise tonight. I mean, I would love to see them put the league on notice, especially without Zach Martin. That'd be pretty huge for this team. I mean, I know Dak's excited to get out there, so you know he's gonna be, you know, on fire tonight. So we just gotta make sure we're solid up front and have some, you know, plays in our back pocket to, you know, make some interesting plays out there. But I'm gonna pick the Bucs to win, but I think the Cowboys could surprise some people tonight for sure.
Yeah, I think like a week ago, I honestly was probably going to pick the Cowboys. Not because of any X's and O's things. I think on paper, the Buccaneers are much better than the Cowboys. I think in reality, the Buccaneers are much better than the Cowboys. These teams are tiers and tiers and tiers apart, I believe. But I just thought it would be the most Dallas Cowboys thing of all fucking time to come out on Thursday Night Football, first game of the season. Everyone watching. The Bucs are, I'm assuming they're getting their rings and they're hanging up the banners tonight or whatever. That they come out and beat the Buccaneers, but then go on to lose like the next 3 games of the season. Like that would be literally the most Dallas Cowboys thing of all time. But I legitimately don't see a way, really, especially with Zach Martin gone. We know how good the interior defensive line of the Buccaneers is already. So, I mean, this offensive line is already going to have their hands full regardless. And
yeah,
now,
I mean, you look at the Bucs receiver to our corner matchups. I mean, you're thinking just of nightmares.
Yeah,
tonight,
that too. But also, I mean, the same could be said on the opposite end. The Cowboys wide receiver matchups pretty nightmarish for the Bucs, who don't have that great of a secondary. It's probably their weakness defensively. Yep. So, I mean, if this gets into a shootout, maybe, but I really like. I honestly look at this 8.5 point spread. I think that's disrespectful. But I think about it, I'm like, it could be the Bucs could cover this. Honestly,
right?
It pays me to say I'm wearing my fucking Terrence Williams jersey. It's a good luck charm. But they're gonna have their hands full, especially Dak's first game back, Micah Parsons' first game. Like all of these things are not in the Cowboys' favor, especially when you're playing a team that literally is just running it back off a Super Bowl season.
Yeah, I mean, I just think we had I think this was such a big offseason for this team, man. I mean, Jerry had such good vibes, man. We put the Jimmy Johnson shit to bed. I mean, Dak's comeback, man. I mean, it's just all feel good right now. So I expect this team to come out with a lot of energy. I think we're going to be playing with a different passion than you've seen with this team the last 2-3 years. You know, Mike McCarthy, you know, like we talked about with our division previews, man, I think McCarthy knows he needs to win some games, man, and not just win games against Houston Texans. We need to win big games against good teams. I mean, I think the whole entire team and organization is tired of the fucking run around with just the rah-rah of the Cowboys 8-8 and all that kind of shit, man. I think they're just tired of it, and I think Dak's ready to prove why he got paid, his comeback. I think Zeke's tired of hearing all the BS he's been kind of dealing with the last couple years. I'm expecting for this team to come out with a lot of fire, man. I mean, the defense is gonna have to play with a lot of energy. We're gonna have to make tackles. We're gonna have to try to get to Tom Brady. So it'll be interesting to see how this team comes out, what kind of plays we're scheming and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just expecting a high energy game tonight from both sides. And I'm excited to see what the Cowboys are going to bring tonight. But I'm expecting the Buccaneers to edge us out.
If the Cowboys don't lose by 14, I'll be okay. That's really.
I mean, I predicted, my early predictions were we were going to lose this game and we were going to see the Bucs again in the NFC Championship and win against them the next time. So that was my prediction.
I don't see Super Bowl in this team's future at all.
I'm telling you, man, you got to watch some Hard Knocks, man.
Hard Knocks doesn't do shit for anybody. Who was on Hard Knocks last year? The Chargers, then the Raiders. They're all fucking bad.
Dude, but this is a different team, man.
Hard Knocks is literally made to make teams look like that.
I believe that this team could do something special. I do.
Every year. I remember I watched the Raiders one. John Gruden was banging his fucking desk. He was yelling at everyone. I said, oh my God, the Raiders might not lose a
No, we didn't think anything.
The Raiders might not lose a game. And then they came out and they were shit.
We didn't think any of those teams were that good.
No.
This team could be special. I believe that truly.
I think you are just banking on a lot of what ifs going your way, especially defensively. I hope so. I mean, don't get me wrong. I really fucking do. But, it'll be nice if like you said earlier, if the Cowboys come out and lose, but they play the Bucs close and tight and they just can't, they don't have enough to play on the end, I will be 1,000% okay with that.
Sure.
If they win, obviously that'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
But I think there's a reason this is
I think there's a chance. I think if you're not taking the Cowboys plus 8.5, that's pretty. I feel like that's pretty easy to take.
Yeah, honestly. I mean, I do envision a scenario where Zach Martin out, Vita VA, and this disgusting interior defensive line just feasts on inexperienced interior offensive line for the Cowboys. Dak, first game back, struggles a little bit. Zeke can't really get going. This is the best run defense in the NFL.
Right.
Our defense, I mean, God fucking bless them. Again, a lot of young talent. There is a lot of young talent on this Cowboys defense, but week 1 of the season against Tom Brady, I think Michael Parsons is going to be a beast, but I guarantee you Tom Brady knows exactly how he's going to target all of these young players on the Cowboys defense. Like Mike Evans on Trevon Diggs, that's disgusting to me. Absolutely hideous. Who do we have to guard Chris Godwin? I think Antonio Brown's gonna be so fucking good this season. I feel like that's not talked about enough. How Antonio Brown walked into the building in Tampa Bay and then he went from just being this honestly horrible, sad to watch sideshow, and then he goes into Tampa Bay and literally never hear from him again.
That's all credit to Tom, man.
It really is. Tom Brady said, "Get your ass."
He said, "Hey, move in. We're gonna figure it out."
He said, "Get your ass in my basement and do not say a single word for the next couple of months. We're gonna win a Super Bowl and we're gonna get the fuck out of here." Okay. So yeah, we both have the Bucs.
But going back to what you said, I think a couple keys to that where the Cowboys need to be aware of that is, I mean, Dak talked about it. He wants to get the ball out quick, and on the defensive side, we have to try to get some pressure. So we have to design some blitzes to get to Tom Brady, and we can't just let the receivers go 20 yards downfield, him having all day to throw, and letting the receivers just cook our secondary. So we have to, plan for that kind of stuff, and we'll see what the coaching staff comes up with.
That's our pick for the opening game of the season. We're going to keep the other ones a little bit more concise, but Dallas Cowboys games, obviously, we're going to have a little bit more extra to say.